Hello everybody and welcome back and welcome to a new reaction. My name is Kilian and hello again. If you've just been watching my episode 1 reaction, if you have not, go check it out. It's on the channel Violet Evergarden. So, I'm loving it so far. But I'm not I'm still quite troubled, by the character, but I think this is quite normal, but I'm already quite fond of her, really interested to seeing her development, really looking forward to seeing the relationships that she's going to develop, the things that she's going to learn. I always find that interesting, I have a strong opinion regarding, the way to socialize and things like this, and I think that I find that individuals, whether in real life or in stories, that are isolated from society in a general term, are the most likely to really understand what it is all about, what emotions are all about, how this works, what's to do about them, what's confusing. And this is always what I'm really interested in when I watch things like I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, what's his name? Silent Voice, and now Violet Evergarden. The way each movie has its and series has its own approach to the emotions, to connecting with people. It's always different, but it's always so true and quite crude and raw, I would say, as emotions, because they are really on this journey to understanding, and to me that is the big word, understanding. It's not so much that these characters are compassionate, but they are empathetic, I think is the English word, empathetic. They have empathy, the difference between empathy and compassion being that compassion, you share the other people's emotions, and empathy being that you feel them and you understand them. These are two really different things, and I'm really looking forward to seeing Violet here, who definitely has already some feelings, the will to understand, the will to feel what others feel. I'm really looking forward to seeing what she's going to do with maybe the compassion side of it. Is she going to connect, really? Is she really going to develop full-on friendships, or even maybe loving, yes, I would say relationships? Obviously, in last episode, we know that Major Gilbert was in love with her, but didn't know what love was because she's a military child, so she's really known nothing else but obeying to orders and living in the war, and she's never really had the opportunity to connect to anyone. So this is really what we're going to be looking forward during this series. Just like I said, the first episode didn't feel like an actual TV show. It really felt like a movie, both the music, the visuals, the pace of it, which is quite slow, and that is quite changing me from Attack on Titan. So yes, I'm really, I wouldn't say loving it now because it's only the second episode, but I'm really, really enjoying it already. So, before jumping into the episode, the full-length reaction to that episode is available on Patreon. Go check it out, link down below in the description box. Follow me also on all of my social medias. The links are going to be down below in the description box as well. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. This is really, that would be really nice of you if you're new here, especially. And yes, let's go on with our journey on Violet Evergarden, episode 2. Let's go. 4 years ago. We're gonna get to understand now how she lost her arms, because that was quite
悪かった。そんな顔するなよ。今日はお前の昇格祝いにいいものを持ってきてやったんだ。あくまで武器として使え。情けもかけるな。
What the heck? Is that Violet? Really? She being treated like an object?
北東戦域で拾った。
Oh no, okay. She's in a room.
バイオレ
Bedroom.
ット・エヴァーガー表情のないその少女はまるで人形のようだった。任務の遂行は可能と思われます。
そんなに簡単な仕事じゃないわよ。っていうか任務って何？
There's always that girl who's annoyed and quite bratty.
うちの会社自体できてまだ日も浅いからみんな新入りみたいなものよ。
全然違うと思います。
バイオレット、あなた
Is that a jab? There's always that mentor female with a huge presence, I would say. Yeah.
その調子。
Oh, adjusting. She's quite tragic and funny at the same time because she's really like a machine.
バイオレット、やめて。
エリね、リリアン。一緒に昼飯食おうぜ。焼きそば、お前らの分も買ってやっからよ。
それと、そんな汗臭い格好で窓口に来ないでよね。
What?
もうなん
He
だ
seems so nice though.
初めに汗なんだろ。
I like him.
計算高さったら何？香水くせえし。あ、お前ら焼きそば。
いりません。それとお前っていうのやめてください。
Hey you. Ah, poor Benedict. Why are you doing my boy dirty like this?
あの新入りも軍にいたそうですよ。
まだ子供なのに。
愛想もないし、気も利きそうにないし、絶対向いてないですよね。
She's cool, but I would not say that she's inconsiderate. I definitely wouldn't say that she's inconsiderate. But I understand why she would think that. So what's up with Erika? Is she...
ねえ、じゃあ今度夕食ごちそうしてよ。クラウディア。
名前で呼ぶな。
Oh,
女の子が欲しかったからって。
やめてお願い、ごめんなさい。今月の俺の給料なしだから。
business is not going that well. What's up with you?
住所？ギルベルトの？
はい。
Hmm.
訓練を開始したと現状報告をしたいのです。ないのですよね。
Is he dead? Cause,
わかった。これは俺が出しておくよ。
maybe they don't know how to tell her
訓練は順調。
how she's gonna take
順
it.
調です。
通り生活資金にも給する。
綴りが間違っています。
それから
毎月2クロルずつですと完成するまでに120年ほどかかります。旦那様は
Yeah, she needs to She's not socially appropriate, but that's quite understanding.
業務が滞りますので即座に泣くのを中断してください。
てなお願いではございますが、勝手なってなんだよ。お前何様だ。
エリカ様です。
名前なんか聞いてねえ。
I bet there are people who might not be really happy with
具体的かつ適切な指示速やかにしてください。
customer service.
苦情が来てるんだけど。
問題がありましたか？
いや、まあ、いや、そのドールの仕事の方は。
鋭意訓練中です。
It's really nice that he's not too pissed about it.
カトレア・ボードレールってドールは？
By the way, I noticed Bougainville, Baudelaire, these are all French
交際を申し込まれたの。
writers. Bougainville, no, Bougainville was a French general, I think. I'm not sure. Not so great in history.
あなたが書いてくれるの？
She's already written it.
了解しました。
Okay, she's really devoted. I'm really liking it.
なんなのあの手紙。
お客様、どうぞ落ち着いてください。
私には現在好意はありません。なおかつ貴殿の誠意も愛情も不足しています。その点を考慮し贈答品および資金を調達した上。
でも彼の思いをすぐに受け入れたら簡単に手に入る女だって思われるじゃない。もっと追いかけてほしいのが私だって愛してたのよ。
I mean, that one is on you, girl. I mean, the little chasing thing, I always think it's quite stupid.
理解不能です。
言葉には裏と表があるの。人の弱いところね。
ギルベルト少佐。
So what's up with Erika? Because this is quite interesting. Well, she has trouble to connect as well. So looking forward to understanding where she's coming from.
私は自動式人形に不適格でしょうか。私もあなたのことは聞いていません。
Tact.
愛してるを知りたいのです。私はこの仕事を。
Nice. From the shadow to light moment.
せっかく軌道に乗ってきてるのにバイオレットもやめてもらった方が。
そのうちもっといろんなことを知って手紙も少しずつ書け
Yeah,
る
one
よう
one
にな
step
ると
at a
思いま
time.
す。
They just put it maybe in the front desk a little too fast, but
裏腹です。裏
shut
腹です。
up, shut up.
自動式人形に向いていないのは私の方だ。小説家でありながら盲目となり埋もれてしまってた自分の気持ち、人の心を動かすような素敵な手紙を書きたい。
よく似合ってるよ。やっぱり俺の見立てに間違いはなかった。ああ、
Nice.
それから遅くなってごめんね。
開けます。
Oh,
これです。
誰かが君の荷物から盗んだんだろうな。
wow, you got it. That's really great. Yeah, I guess that means a lot to her.
あれを買い戻したから今月のお給料なくなったのね。
いただきます。士官学校時代からの骨のあるやつだったよ。
だった。
Yeah. So is he really dead or is he just MIA maybe?
あいつはもう戻ってこない。
So I'm there's a little so there's one little thing that is bothering me about Violet, and mainly about characters who are so on point on logic and things like this, is that they fail to understand that there is a way you should conduct yourself in society. I mean, you may not understand why you should do it like this or how to do it really, but this is quite codified as well. So I always find it quite on the fence, you know, when a character is so bound on logic and orders and things like this, yet when you tell them that there is a way to conduct yourself in society, they fail at it. So it's always, I'm not saying that it is wrong, I'm just saying it, I'm always quite bothered by it, but it's the same in life, it's the same with people who have a hard time connecting with other people, whether it is you know, for whatever reason. I'm always quite tensed up for that reason, but I totally see what's up with Violet. I'm quite puzzled, you know, by what's happened with Gilbert and his brother. At first, so his brother said use her like a weapon. So does that mean that Violet was educated into the military really as a war machine and not as an individual? Because last episode she referred to her as Gilbert's tool, so I wasn't sure if it was just a metaphor or if she really meant that literally, or if maybe that was just because of the translation. But yeah, she used the word tool, and now she's referring to nourishing herself as recharging, you know, replenishing her nutrients. So she's really not speaking as if she were a person, but as she was just a machine. And yet it's not like I think that she considers herself as a machine. It's just like this is how things and she should be, you know. So this is quite interesting to see her transitioning from or clashing, I should say for the moment, clashing between her reality to the world's reality, really, because yeah, she's been educated as a war machine, I'm gonna refer to that like this, and she has to unlearn everything that she's learned at the military to learn, well, what life is about. So, and this is quite interesting that she's confronting herself to Erika, which is like Erika said, she feels like she isn't the one suited to be an auto memory doll, and the reason for Erika, I think, is really, really interesting. And I think this is maybe the very same way why I decided to go into cinema. It's because from movies, from books, from everything, you get emotions, and there is a satisfaction into being able to both replicate and share and make other people feel the way you feel yourself. So this is quite interesting, and the frustration that Erika has as to not being able to replicate is I think the frustration that every artist has at the moment, you know, when they feel like they are not succeeding at doing what they want to do. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how maybe both of them can help each other. Maybe, you know, Erika is going to learn Violet what emotions are, and maybe Violet may teach Erika maybe how to be a little more sure of herself, a little bit more confidence maybe, because confidence is not something that Violet seems to be really struggling with, since she doesn't seem to have a real crisis of existential crisis yet, because, you know, she doesn't think herself as a real being. She's just here to accomplish duties and to speak that way and to do things that way. But yeah, maybe will come, you know, with the fact that she does at least understand that I love you as a particular meaning, and that she's going to pursue that quest of not love for the moment, but understanding what I love you means. So this is quite interesting. And then on the side, I'm not living on the side Iris, you know, but Iris for now is we don't know really much more about her, so there's not really much to say regarding Major Gilbert and Lieutenant Colonel Odgin's gesture towards Violet is so nice. I mean, he bailed on his own money and some sort of his own happiness because he couldn't take Catalia, I think was the name, sorry, out on dinner, because he used all the money to buy back the brooch that Gilbert had bought for Violet so he could give it to her. So that's both great friendship towards Gilbert and both great devotion into helping Violet. So all the characters so far are really lovely. There is not one that I would say, oh, you piece of shit or something like this. And to me this is quite refreshing, because Iris maybe on the fence, you know, but yeah, because in the movie so far, in I Want to Eat Your Pancreas and Silent Voice, sorry, this one never seems to stick with me. And Silent Voice, there's always that bitchy character that's mean, and to me that gets quite exhausting, you know, because I do not believe that in life there's always has to be that bitchy character. It happens, you know, it happens in life, but there's not always that bitchy character. And so to me so far it's quite refreshing, even though Iris may be the bitchy one, but she's quite tamed, At least for now. Maybe that's gonna get worse later on, but for now, that's okay. And so yes, I think that this is quite funny that she ends up in that environment, you know, where basically her job is putting herself in the shoes of other people and retranscript their emotions. So this is quite fitting. This is a concept that is quite interesting. I've not seen anywhere else so far. The concept of auto memory doll is really nice. I don't know if there's anything like this in real life. I don't think so. But this is really intricate because you're both, you know, you need to be a poet and you need to be a shrink at the same time. And there's a tiny bit of philosophy, you know, that goes with it, with the whole show about emotions, human nature, human way, society. So I'm really loving it so far. These are topics that I really love. So yes, that's gonna be everything for today. Just remember, the full-length reaction to that episode is available on Patreon. Social media and everything, links down below in the description. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, that'd be nice. And I'm going to be seeing you for a next reaction. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Please take care and see you soon. Bye.